say do not take offense to or take it personal when you see people, the backlash on the internet, because it will get to you if you're not strong, and if you're not like me who just don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do anyway. So yeah, I would just say don't pay attention to the haters. Just do what you want to do, and don't even worry about what people got to say.
Legion Beats.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Quita. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button below, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for watching. So in this video, as you can see by the title, I am going to be telling you guys the things that they do not tell you about when you have a BBL and lipo. It's basically just things that no one ever told me that I would have to go through, and I kind of figured it out on my own. So I thought that I would come to you guys. I compiled a list of things that I learned, and some things that I want to tell you guys so that you guys would know for your future surgeries, or for a surgery you're already going through and you just don't know what to do about these specific things. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I was gonna film this while I do my makeup, but I was just like, if I do that, it's gonna be an extra long video, and I just want to get to the point and tell y'all, you know, the tea about what I learned through my journey. So first thing first, I'm gonna say the first thing on my list is they don't tell you that you don't need all the items. You don't need all the items that they tell you to buy. So I don't know if you guys are in a surgery group, or if you have people that talk to you about surgery or what you should and shouldn't have. But honestly, those lists that people people come up with and try to tell you everything you need on a list, honestly, you do not need all that stuff. Like, a lot of that stuff, you're just basically wasting your money. Like, you're not gonna need those things, and if you do, you probably only need it for a couple days. So it's like kind of like pointless to me. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the things that I use that were important to me. So prior to surgery, I did go and buy Hygiene. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hygiene, and I also use Dial soap. So depending on the surgery center, surgery clinic that you go to, they may tell you what type of soap to use. Usually it's the Dow Gold Bar. It's the antibacterial soap, and usually they tell you, everybody tell you to use that type of soap prior to surgery. Some places say it's up to from 2 weeks up until your surgery, they suggest that you use it or whatever. And at the surgery clinic that I went to, Spectrum Aesthetics, they told us to use Hygiene. So I use both just to be on the safe side. I did get 2 bottles of Hygiene, and I think they were like $10 each. I got the smaller bottles or whatever, but I wanted to use both because the Hygiene, it does not lather up how I would like it to. So I used the Dow soap, which lathered up for me, and I like that. Also, another thing that I found though after having surgery is Dove came out with an antibacterial soap as well, and it's in the bottle. So you guys can look into that as well instead of the antibacterial Dow Gold Bar, because I know some people just don't like bar soap. What else did I use? I did have a BBL pillow. I definitely needed a BBL pillow. I needed a faja. You do not have to go out and buy multiple fajas. Find you 2 or 3 and rotate them. Like, just rotate them. I found the 2 that I got 2 fajas from the same company, which is, the company is called Feministant. I put it in my BBL video where I talked about, I did like a Q&A, and I talked about like my journey, my experience. I put a link to the website in that description box, and also I put a screenshot of that website in that video as well, so you guys can go check that video out. I do not pay to have them taken in. I learned how to do it myself, which I have a video on that as well, on how to take in your own faja instead of paying $100 or more, or just paying money extra in general just to take in a faja. You can literally do it yourself at home instead of keep going out to go buy new fajas and to keep paying someone to take them in for you. Other things that I felt like I didn't need, because there's a lot of things on the list where they tell you like different types of medications. They tell you like a bunch of like get different laxatives, stool softeners. They tell you pads. They tell you Depends, all type of stuff. You do not need that. Honestly, my first week of surgery, I did leak a lot. The recovery home, they had not Chuck's pads. The recovery home, they had the Poise pads. So they use those. I will say the first week you will need Poise pads. They use that to stop the leakage within my garments. Well, it didn't stop the leakage, but it was like absorbing the fluid. I didn't take any stool softeners my first week. Actually, throughout my whole journey, I haven't taken any stool softeners or laxatives. They basically gave me oatmeal, and I ate oatmeal for a couple days, and my body just naturally released what it needed to release. You don't need a bunch of medications. Honestly, I bought Tylenol extra strength. I bought Tylenol muscle, something muscle, like muscle release or relief or whatever. I never used those during my healing process. I used the medication that they provided to me at the surgery place, which was, I think it was Percocets, I believe. And also I used CBD gummies. That's all I used throughout my whole journey. Those Percocets, they pretty much got used the first week, but I was using CBD gummies afterwards to like help me sleep and stuff, but it definitely didn't work. Like Tylenol and stuff, I didn't use that. What else? I did continue to use the Dow Gold soap and the Hyba Cleanse for 4 to 6 weeks after my surgery to make sure that I didn't get any infections. What else? I did use like cough drops because that first week your throat will be irritated. What else did I use? I also, honestly, okay, so I got Benadryl gel for my body, my skin, and I got the Arnica gel. Arnica gel, it does help with the Arnica gel does help with the bruising, but I got the Benadryl gel and I only used it like once or twice. And I'm gonna get into that Benadryl gel with actually the next topic I'll be talking about. So just relax. So what else did I use? I used my ab board. You only need one ab board. I have 2 foams. And what else? That's pretty much it. But I did get like I did use the Poise pads. Actually, I did use the Poise pads throughout my healing process because I had lipo on my vagina area as well, and it was very swollen and inflamed. So to help with the control of the swelling, I would like take 2 Poise pads and I would put them down there. I would like fold them up and put them down there to add extra compression down there to help with the swelling. So I did do that. But other than that, I didn't really use a lot of stuff that I bought for my journey. If you are not staying in a recovery home, yeah, you are going to need like Chuck's pads for the bed. You're going to need a shower liner or curtain or whatever. But you're not going to need a whole bunch of other stuff that they tell you that you need, because you're probably not going to use it. And if you do, you're only going to use it one time. So if you can find ways to cut costs, even if it's $5, do that, because everybody know, I mean, surgery is expensive. after you get done paying for everything, like your massages and all that type of stuff. So like the surgery itself may not be that expensive when people are throwing numbers out there, but when it's all said and done and you're done paying for everything, honestly, your journey does not stop when you leave from wherever you're having surgery at, or that first week or two after surgery. It does not stop. You still have to get massages and those costs. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna get into the next topic. When I said about the Benadryl gel, they don't tell you about the itching. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, that fucking itching, the itching is terrible. It is terrible. Like, it's non-stop. There's nothing you can do about it. I had the Benadryl gel, and I put the Benadryl gel all over, because okay, so it's like you do find, like, you itch a little bit, and then it's just like one day it like goes crazy and it does not stop. Like, I wish somebody would have told me that, because I did not know I was gonna experience that. And y'all, I almost had a fucking breakdown, because that's how fucking terrible it was. So okay, so I put the Benadryl gel on. I didn't feel like it was working, and I also took some Benadryl pills. That didn't work either. So it's like nothing helped with the itching. The only thing the Benadryl did was help me go to sleep, but I was still itching. Like, you know how you're asleep, but you can still feel something, and you're like in and out of sleep, and yeah, y'all know what I mean. So that's what it was. It was like I was in and out of sleep, but I still felt it. And honestly, it's like it's in your skin. So it's not your skin itself that itches, it's inside of your skin that itches, and it's because your nerves are reattaching. And honestly, it really feels like your nerves are reattaching, like it's a zap, like, and it's like they just coming from everywhere. It's like zaps all over, like you're being shocked inside of your body. That's how it feels, but it itches so fucking bad, and there's nothing you can do about it, honestly, but take Benadryl to help you sleep. Like, and that lasted a few weeks. That shit drove me fucking crazy. I still have times where I itch, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I feel like once you get to the point where your skin has reattached to everything, then it's like you pretty much, like, I mean, of course you're still healing, but it's not as bad as it is the first couple of weeks. So that's that. Yeah. Next thing is they don't tell you what your experience is gonna be like if you have your vagina lipo. Y'all, this is another thing. It's terrible. Like, okay, so like, I'm glad he lipoed my vagina area, because I want everything to be leveled out, you know, with a flat stomach. So I don't want anything to be like protruding and just too big. I don't like that. So I like the fact that he did lipo it, and I didn't pay extra for this area either. This is something that he told me, Dr. Kriegel at Spectrum Aesthetics. This is something that he told me he wanted to do because it will level out everything and it'll make it look better. Which, thank you, Dr. Kriegel. I appreciate you. So yeah, so my experience with having my vagina lipo, the first couple of days were fucking hell. So he gave me a drain. The drain was not picking up on the fluid, so the fluid was going down to my vagina area. And if you think about it, I had my vagina lipo as well, so it's gonna have fluid in there as well that needs to be drained as well. So I had so much buildup fluid that it was super swollen and big down there, and I didn't know what to do. Like, so I had to go to the surgery clinic 2 days in a row, and I had to take 2 big ass syringes, and they had to remove fluid both days. The second day I damn near passed out, because when you're having fluid removed from your body, that is like, it's taking a lot out of you, especially because you just had surgery. So it takes a lot out of you. So that experience was terrible. It wasn't the worst pain, but it was very uncomfortable. And it's like when they taking the needle in and out from the syringe, it's like it hurted in certain areas. It's like it was like poking my insides. Oh my god, y'all, like, I wouldn't want to go through that again. So yeah, so after the fact, when I got home, it was hard for me to control the swelling, and that's when I said that you may need poise pads if you do get your area lipo, because when you just have on that thigh high, it's not compressing anything, so you need something down there to add extra compression to compress that area, so that it's not like big or protruding, or it becomes hardened tissue, and it does not look cute. It's not cute to me. So yeah, nobody ever told me how it was gonna be with that area being lipo. I wish somebody would have told me so that I could prepare for it, because I was not expecting it, and honestly I didn't know what to do. Like, I was so fucking lost, and I was just trying to try different things to help with it. And what helped me was putting the multiple poise pads down there. And I got like the super, like I think it was like the super, you know how like when you go and buy pads, you can get like regular, super, blase blase. I believe I got the super poise pads. I don't know, they were big and they were like long. So I just folded them up, put them in there, and it actually worked. I am still compressing down there, because sometimes it does swell up. It doesn't swell up too big, but it does swell up a little bit, and I don't like that. So I need everything to be leveled out. The next thing I'm going to get into is so they don't tell you that you're going to swell up as soon as you take your thigh high off. So let me tell y'all, like, I would take off my thigh high to get in the shower, and I would swell up immediately. Like the first few weeks, like I can't say for 4 to 6 weeks, yeah, I swell up immediately. When I took my thigh high off, it's like I had to keep it on all day, every day. And they do tell you that you have to keep your thigh high on for 23 hours, I think, or something like that. But I didn't know that I would swell up immediately like that as soon as I took my thigh high off. And it was like my body was craving a thigh high, so I would put it back on, and I felt instant relief. So yeah. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, they don't tell you that not everyone is they don't tell you that not everyone is going to get off the table. No, they don't tell you that not everyone is going to get off the table with a huge butt or the shape that you want. What people don't understand is, it's not the doctor's fault as to why your fat didn't maintain in your body. It's your body that, like, the doctor can only inject the fat. Like, they can only put the fat into your body. They can't control how your body accepts or reject the fat that they inject into your body. It's nothing that they can do about that once they put it into your body. And I think a lot of people think that, you know, getting a BBL, that you're just gonna have surgery, you're gonna have this big butt, and then it's just gonna stay like that forever. No, you're going to lose you're gonna lose at least 30% of your fat. And also, when the swelling goes down, it's gonna look smaller as well. So I would just suggest that you just measure yourself every day to see, you know, how it's going, because sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. You could think like, oh my god, one day it looks super small, and then the next day it looks big. Now, so when you measure yourself and it's measuring the same thing every day, you're gonna know, like, okay, it's just my mind playing tricks on me, my eyes playing tricks on me. I'm still the same size, the swelling is just going down, but everything is just still the same size. So yeah, I'm gonna say I just want y'all to keep in mind, so that you don't go into the surgery with high expectations, thinking that you're going to have this specific body, when you just don't know how your body is going to take that fat that they inject into you. And I don't want you guys to be disappointed in how you end up looking afterwards. Some people, they do have to have multiple rounds to achieve the look that they want, because like I said, sometimes the fat sometimes the fat rejects, and you know, there's nothing you can do about that. So you either have to accept how it looks with that first round, or go in for multiple rounds to achieve the look that you want. Another thing that I feel like, oh, I just said that. The next thing, it says that just because they inject the fat, it doesn't mean that it's going to survive. I just talked about that. So they don't tell a lot of people that. I feel like it's misunderstood, and a lot of people just think that when you have surgery, everything is supposed to stay there, when that's not it. Unfortunately, that's just not how it works. All the fat isn't gonna stay, and when the swelling go down, you know, you might be disappointed as well, because a lot of people love the way their butt looks when it's swollen. I can say that my butt definitely looks different than when it was swollen versus now. I do absolutely love my results now. I feel like I have a natural body. That's what I went into trying to get. I did tell the doctor to inject as much as he could, because I knew I was going to lose 30% of the fat. And but I wanted a natural body and something that was going to look great on me. I didn't want a big stripper butt, or I didn't want anything dramatic. I just wanted a natural body. I wanted something natural, not over the top, and honestly my body looks perfect to me. So that's that. The next thing, they don't tell you about the back pain you're going to experience. Guys, the back pain, it's like, okay, so since they're taking the fat out of your stomach and you have to lay flat on your stomach, your back curves in, so it's creating a curve in your back. And if you're not a stomach sleeper already, it's already going to be uncomfortable for you. So I'm not a stomach sleeper. Typically I'm a side or a back sleeper. So, you know, if you guys put two and two together, you'll see that, you'll understand that this was not my choice of how I was going to sleep, and it was very annoying. I tried so many different things. Oh, another thing. Okay, so going back to items you don't need, this is the same thing, like as far as like the back pain. Zero gravity chairs, floats, those beds, those blow up beds or whatever with the holes in them. Guys, do not waste your money on it. Do not waste your money. They do not work. I don't care how many things you go out and buy, you're going to be wasting your money because they just don't work. Just stick it out and lay on your stomach. It'll pay off in the end. I bought a zero gravity chair. It does not work for me. Honestly, I don't think it works for anybody, and I wouldn't suggest it, because when you cut the hole out for your butt and you lay on it, it basically restricts blood flow to your thighs, so to your butt, because my thighs started to go numb. No, my butt started to go numb because there was no blood circulation. And with a BBL, if there's no blood circulation, it will kill those fat cells. So I would not suggest a zero gravity chair. I literally sat in that chair for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes, and I couldn't take it no more. Like, honestly, it was not even comfortable, and I had pillows and all type of stuff on it. It was not comfortable to me at all. So I wouldn't suggest that you guys go out and buy all those things that they tell you to buy, like a float, a zero gravity chair, blase blase. Save your fucking money, lay on your stomach, and it's gonna pay off in the end, because it's not even worth trying to mess up your results, and it's not worth wasting your money. So yeah. The next thing is, they don't tell you that surgery may throw off your period. It definitely threw mine off. I was supposed to come on my cycle, my period, a few days after surgery. I didn't come on my cycle until like, I came on my cycle like 2 or 3 weeks after surgery. And it wasn't alarming to me because I don't have sex, so I knew I wasn't pregnant. Like, I knew there was no chance, and if I was, it was God himself planting a seed in me, because there's no way possible I could have been pregnant. So now if you are doing the sex, then I would be scared, but just to let you know, it will throw off your period though. So yeah. Next thing is, they don't tell you that your knees are going to basically they don't tell you to get knee pads. Like, get y'all some knee pads. Now that's one thing I will tell y'all to invest your money in. Get some knee pads, because y'all, this journey has torn my knees up. I already have sensitive skin, so it tore my knees up, and now I have to use cortisone cream to clear my knees up. Like, I'm fucking going through it. So go and get y'all some knee pads, and yeah, you're gonna need it, because honestly, after a while, I knew I couldn't sit, and I was tired of laying on my stomach in my bed. So I was like going to the living room, and I would take a pillow and kneel on the pillows and just watch TV like that, or like eat like that. But the pillows was tearing my knees up, the floor was tearing my knees up. Like, get y'all some knee pads. Honestly, I feel like that would be a great investment. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to say is, they don't tell you about being on your period while you're healing. It's the most irritating thing ever. It's so fucking irritating, because it's like you already have on your faja and all this other stuff going on, but then you have to, I don't know if you guys wear tampons or pads or what, but it's so freaking annoying, especially when the fajas have that opening, that slit opening designed for you to just keep your faja on. You know, spray how you gonna spray it and use the bathroom that way. But when you're in your cycle, you can't do that. Well, I don't know if you guys have tried it with a tampon, but honestly, even if I was wearing a tampon, I wouldn't feel safe with it. I would have to take off the whole faja, because I don't need no situations going on. I don't need no murder scene going on my faja. I just want to take it off and make sure. So they don't tell you about that, and honestly, it's so fucking annoying. Like, it's so fucking annoying. It was so annoying that when I came on my cycle, okay, so I was gonna take a break from my birth control pills, and then I ended up coming on my cycle a few weeks after surgery, and I said, fuck that, and I started taking my birth control pills again, because I'm like, no, I can't do this. And when my periods, I only have a period every 90 days with the birth control. I only have a period every 90 days with the birth control pills that I use. So I was like, no, I cannot do this every month while I'm healing for 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not doing it. Like, it's not that I can't, I'm not doing it. So yeah. And then, okay, so these other two topics, I feel like they are two big topics that I wanted to talk on and talk about, and I feel like they're very important for people to know, for people that are having surgery, because you have to be a strong individual to be able to go through surgery and experience everything that's going to go afterwards, like what you're going to go through. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the backlash that you'll start seeing, the haters and the backlash that you'll start seeing on social media, talking about people having surgery, and just basically they just hating on people having surgery, or talking about how, you know, people like natural bodies better, or saying like stuff like y'all want to go have surgery and I have the body that y'all paying for, or people saying like y'all want to go buy surgery but the dudes want this, blase blase. Like, nobody gives a fuck what y'all like or what y'all care for. Like, honestly, I feel like you have to be a strong individual to go out and have surgery. You have to be secure with yourself. You have to want to do this for yourself and not anybody else, because the shit will piss you off and it will get to you. I feel like it pisses me off for the simple fact that I'm just a very outspoken person, and I be wanting to speak for the whole surgery community. And I just feel like a lot of people just have so much to say about people having surgery, and I really don't understand why. I don't understand the hate for people having surgery. I do know that some people be hating because they just don't have the funds to do it, or physically they're not able to have surgery, and it's like, that's okay, but don't throw shade at people that are able to have surgery because you can't. Like, it doesn't look good on you, it's not cute. So I need you to relax and just dream. Like, dream and make it happen. Manifest the fucking surgery you want. How about that? So yeah, I'm honestly, I seen backlash before I had surgery, but like after I had surgery, I start seeing it way more often. Like I started seeing it so much to the point where like I started commenting on stuff and I was going back and forth with people. But then I had to realize that I cannot argue with everybody about this topic, because I'll be arguing with people forever, all day, and I just don't have the time for that. So I just let people talk and I let it be, because people are going to have their opinions at the end of the day. And honestly, the men that do have a problem with it, I don't care, because honestly, I don't want you anyway. So it's really not a thing for me. And honestly, if I didn't come out and tell people that I had surgery, and if they didn't know me, they wouldn't even know I had surgery, because everything just looks so natural. So I would say do not take offense to or take it personal when you see people, the backlash on the internet, because it will get to you if you're not strong, and if you're not like me, who just don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do anyway. So yeah, I would just say, don't pay attention to the haters. Just do what you want to do, and don't even worry about what people got to say. This last thing, I wanted to make it the last thing because I feel like this is very important, and I feel like it's not talked about enough in the surgery community, and it needs to be talked about more. I feel like these surgery pages, I feel like it just needs to be a conversation about how people are dealing with this particular issue. And there needs to be, I feel like there should be like, okay, I do understand that the surgery pages or surgery groups, they are meant for support, but I feel like a lot of people aren't open to coming out and telling people how they feel, or they're just not open to, or they're just not comfortable telling people how they feel, how they're feeling about their mental state. What I'm going to say is, they don't tell you that you may experience mood changes and mental issues. Guys, I'm going to say for myself, I'm a very strong individual. I feel like I handled the surgery pretty well compared to a lot of other people that had surgery. But I will say that when it came to my mood swings and my mental state, I was not very strong in that area. I can't say I felt like there was a lot going on for me, and I felt very stressed out, and every other day I was sad, I was down. The next day I may be happy, the next day I feel depressed, and it had nothing to do with my results, because I absolutely love my results. I absolutely love the way I looked and everything. It's not like I was going through like a lot of pain. Yeah, I was very sore from the lipo, and my back was hurting from laying on my stomach, but it was more so my mental state was not right. I had a friend that I leaned on, and he helped me get through what I was going through. I couldn't really explain what I was going through. It was just that I was very depressed, like, and I didn't know how to get out of it. I really didn't. I didn't know how to get out of that state. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to make it better. I was just not happy at all. Like, I was happy with my body, but I was not happy with life itself. And it's not talked about enough when it comes to surgery. Guys, if you are having surgery, make sure that your mental state is together before you go out and have surgery. Because if your mental is not together, you have to be prepared. I don't feel like anybody can really truly prepare for surgery, but if your mental state is not together, honestly, it's going to be the hardest thing for you. I did put it in one of the surgery groups that I was in, and a lot of women told me that they can relate to me, and that you know, they went through the same thing. I'm not alone. And people were basically saying, like, just, you know, get out the house and, you know, get some air. And at the time that I had surgery, it was, well, I live in the Midwest. I live in Wisconsin, so as you guys know, it's very cold. It snows often here, so it was like hard for me to get out. I was already depressed about the weather. I hate the winter time. I hate the cold. So I didn't want to get out for that reason, but I feel like I had to force myself to get out. I started getting out with my nieces, my nephews, and my mother, and we just would just do anything, like go to the mall, go bowling, like just do anything just to get out. I had to really force myself to get out of the house because I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay around. I wanted to sleep and just be depressed, and I knew it was getting too bad. I knew that it started to get too bad, to the point where I was like, okay, no, I'm just gonna get dressed and I'm gonna get out the house and try to have some fun. And once I started getting out the house more, getting some fresh air, that's when everything started to get better for me. I felt like being restricted in the house and quarantining due to COVID and all that, it didn't help my situation at all. So I am going to say this again, guys. If your mental is not right, do not have surgery. Wait until your mental state is in a good place before you go out and have surgery. I want you all guys all to be safe, and I want you guys to come out of this loving your whole journey process. I feel like I went into this surgery with my expectations weren't high. So when I came out of this whole journey, like, I'm loving everything about it. So I will say that you guys do not expect too much, because that's going to mess with your mental health as well. Just go in with an open mind. Tell these surgeons what you guys really want, and just hope for the best when you get out. I do know that you guys are paying all this money for your surgery, so you want the results that you want. But we can't control our anatomy or how everything works out in the end. So yeah, this is my list of things that they do not tell you. We have a BBL and lipo. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you guys made it to the end of this video, because I feel like these tips are very important, and I feel like these are very good tips that a lot of people don't talk about. So I wanted to come to you guys and tell you guys about my experience, and just try to help you guys get through this as easy as you could, because nobody ever told me this stuff, and I really learned all this on my own. I can't say that I am in a better state right now. I'm happy, and I'm happy with my results, and there's nothing else that I could have asked for. So yeah, that's my spiel, that's my list, and I hope it helped you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you loved it. I hope these tips work for you. If you have any questions, make sure you comment down below, or also you can reach out to me on my Twitter or my Instagram. My Twitter is QuitaB_, and that's QUITA, the letter B _, and my Instagram is also QuitaB with 2 underscores. And also, that information will be in the description box below as well. So if you have any questions, you can always comment below, or you can reach out to me on my social medias, and I'll answer whatever questions that you guys have. I'll try to provide as much more information as I can about this surgery process to help you guys with your process or your journey. I hope you guys are loving this video. If you want to see more of these type of videos, make sure you comment below. If there is a specific type of video that you would like for me to do, please also comment that down below as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I don't know what you're doing and why you haven't. Make sure you click that subscribe button below. Also click the notification bell so that you can see whenever I post new videos, and it'll come right to your phone. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.